Dear Mamou is here to give you inspiration, hope, and increased faith plus love.
When putting together the design of your new home or office, it's always important to have the right look or feel by choosing the right pieces that go into it.
I love it when I would see it. Yung labor of love mo, ang tagal mong tinarabaho, I saw it constructed. And then now you see people flowing into your workstations. Beautiful.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts, guests, and producers. They do not necessarily reflect the policies and position of this channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good Sunday evening, mga kamamo, mga kaganap. We are here again on Season 2, Episode 10. Ayan mga kamamo, ano ba ang petsa na ngayon? Itong mga season na to ay graduation season. So ayan, maraming mga nag-step up from grade school to high school, from high school to college. And nang dahil dyan, ang pag-uusapan natin ay tungkol sa graduation, online schooling, at ang ating guest ngayong gabi is a very talented young lady at marami siyang talent. And she will share with us kung paano na-develop yung talent niya. And she was born abroad, studied abroad, and then came here to study high school. So, ayan, ano kaya ang mapapala natin ngayong gabi na to? Of course, Dear Mamou V is here to inspire you, give you hope, and increase your faith plus love. So, kaya iba-iba ang ating mga profiles of guests. So, ngayong gabi, ipapakilala natin a very sweet, young, talented lady. So, Direct Bench, pakilala na natin ang ating guest, please.
Our first guest is Chloe Isabelle Robinson. One of her dreams is to work in the art industry. Graduated grade school in Canadian School of Abu Dhabi 2018. Graduated middle school, grade International School of Manila 2020. This program is being brought to you by Limpiamente. Limpiamente Resources is dedicated in empowering companies and households to be socially and environmentally responsible with their cleaning needs by providing organic, biodegradable and non-toxic cleaners at an affordable price.
Ayan mga kamamo, let us give a warm Dear Mamou V welcome to Chloe Isabelle Robinson. Please come in, Chloe.
Hi.
Hi, Chloe. How are you?
Great. How about yourself?
Good, very good, very good. And I want to thank your mom, Eli, for saying yes to be our guest here tonight. So I'll give you the floor to say hello to our global viewers, Chloe.
All right. Hi. My name is Chloe. I am currently 14 years old, and I'm in grade 9, first year of high school. You probably saw by that intro, I do art, and yeah.
Yes, yes, that's right. Mga kamamo, mga kaganap. Chloe, my apologies, but if you will allow me, I speak Taglish, so Tagalog and English, because a lot of our viewers would love to hear us speak in Tagalog. And good evening, Glads and Chloe. And by the way, mga kamamo, during the intro, we have given you a glimpse of the artworks, the digital artworks of Chloe. That's how talented she is. Mana sa mami niya, another international artist, Eli. Ayan. So, okay. Chloe, it's just a chit chat between you and me, all right? So I'm gonna ask you about growing up you grew up in Canada and then Abu Dhabi, am I right?
Yeah, so I was born in Qatar and then Canada, Abu Dhabi.
Okay, so what's life like in Qatar and in Abu Dhabi?
Well, as for Qatar, I don't remember too much because I was really, really young at the time. But it's not like, I think the only differences are with, I guess, those places is one, it's like excruciatingly hot. Two, you have to, there's like, like Islam is there, and you have to kind of like, there are certain things that I guess, like you can or get pork in like a grocery store here, right? But you wouldn't be able to necessarily get that there. And there's like a lot of like, I guess, these really huge landmarks, I guess like the Burj Khalifa and all these other things that I guess are just, I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's that.
Okay, and how about how long have you lived here in Manila?
I've lived here for about 3 years now.
3 years now. And within
Yeah.
that span of 3 years, what are the differences that you can clearly feel uh, from the weather all the way down to the people?
Yeah, I think there's a really distinct difference between like the Middle East and I guess the people here in the Philippines. There's such a strong sense of community here. Like you feel welcome. Everyone is willing to talk to you, and they're just very social and warm and welcoming. In Abu Dhabi, it's not that you couldn't necessarily like have that. Like people weren't necessarily cold, but they didn't seem as open to like talk to you or to welcome you as I guess the community here in the Philippines is. So that was like one specific thing, yeah, that I noticed.
Okay. In one word, people here in the Philippines is very warm.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. You know, the Filipinos, we're very warm and we want to talk and talk and talk and talk. You know, we're very sociable people. Have you gone out of Metro Manila for the last 3 years?
Oh, for the last 3 years, yeah, because I have family out in the province. Like my mom's family lives out in Samar, so I've gone to visit them before. Yeah.
Wonderful. So how's the life there in summer? I've met your grandma before.
Oh, have you?
Yes, I did. Very, very bubbly grandma.
Yeah, she's really nice. I love
She
her.
is, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about school. Now, it's more okay. Now that you've been into online schooling for a year now, what are the challenges? I mean, there's a lot of difference between a physical school and an online schooling. What are
Yeah.
the challenges that you have been um, dealing with on online schooling?
Oh, there are so many. Like one major one is motivation. I struggle to like keep on the schedule and to find ways or to make time to study when I feel so exhausted from just sitting in a chair all day and looking at a screen. That's one. There's also like just technical issues as well. Like in the middle of class, you could get disconnected all of a sudden, and or you leave class early by accident, or your entire computer just decides to crash for whatever reason.
Okay.
Um,
Oh,
yeah, and it's just a lot harder to learn. I think there was a study that was done that says you or that like said something about like learning 30% less than you would in physical school, and
I
it
see.
it shows. Yeah.
I see. Uh-huh. So that's really a huge challenge. And when you say you're seated there for quite a long while, I know some of the schools, they have some activities like maybe not in high school, maybe is that in grade school, wherein you have laboratories, there's a subject for baking, there's a subject for physical things. Don't you have that?
Yeah, I guess we do like physical education, or there's this one class I guess we have for baking. I don't take it, but there is one. But it's not really fun. Like PE, it just entails like you have to record yourself doing a workout and then you upload it onto like this log or whatever. And
Oh,
yeah, and then your teacher just looks at it and is like, "Oh wow, they did a workout today."
oh,
Yeah, not fun.
okay. So that's not very enjoyable because you're just be exercising alone. Unlike when it's physical PE, like you have your classmates with you. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
I ask because I have a grandson, and of course he's also into online schooling. But when I ask him about whether it's difficult or not or super challenging, for him it's not that very much challenging. It's just that he finds it boring simply because my grandson was used to homeschooling.
Ah,
He was used to homeschooling for quite a while, for so many years. And so the only difference was that um, he finds it boring in the sense that, he finds that, the teacher are just talking, and he probably doesn't like that kind of teaching style.
yeah. I
How,
imagine little people don't.
how about you? How would you like to be taught online? What's the
Online.
kind of teaching style would you prefer?
Well, I can preface this by saying that I would absolutely love to not have as many long lectures where I just have to listen to people talk for like 30 minutes, no ending. But with distance learning, I think that the thing I would mostly look for was, or are like ways to keep it interactive. Whether it's like, I don't know, competing through people through like Kahoot or something, or having like a Desmos activity where you work with other people, or like even if you don't want to work with other people, just like everything to make it not seem like you're just listening for the entire class, because that's incredibly boring and nobody really wants to do that. So any way to like, I don't know, bring life into it or just make it seem more lively by interacting with other people is honestly something that I'd love to see more of in like online school settings. But yeah.
Okay, are you allowed to make suggestions to your teachers on your curriculum or on your activities?
Yeah, in some classes we have like this end of the year survey thing, and we get to fill it out and we get to say like things that you want improved. Um, for some classes, I can't really do that. Like for art, because we actually have to have time to work on our projects during class. But for other things like um, AP Human Geography or other stuff like that, it's sort of more difficult because that's how they feed it through. But yeah.
I see. Chloe, I remember last year you graduated from grade school. Is that right?
Yeah, I did.
And in your graduation, you did a virtual graduation. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
And how is it having a virtual graduation compared to the physical graduation that you have had in Abu Dhabi?
Uh, well, it feels kind of lonely because you're sitting there on a screen. They disable like chat, so you can't really talk to your friends during it either, and you have to either use like an external chatting app or just like sit in silence. And they play this little presentation. You sit there. Maybe you dress up, maybe you don't, and it, it's just kind of like underwhelming compared to like Abu Dhabi when I graduated from grade 6. It was really nice because like you got to dress up. People were complimenting each other on their dresses or their clothes or whatever, and you got to like wait for your name to be called, and you got to walk up onto a stage and you shook your teacher's hands, and it was just really nice. And you got to celebrate with your friends like this whole success of graduating from grade 6, which is something that I didn't really feel when I was graduating grade 8. So, yeah.
Aw. So, so what can you suggest to those that are in this year graduating virtually? There are so many already that graduated virtually, and there are more. So, what can you suggest to those students graduating virtually?
I would say find a way. There's no way that your school is going to be able to encompass the feeling of actually graduating in person. So my advice is to like make it something fun with your friends. Maybe hop into like a call somewhere else and just like talk during it. Think about, I don't know, reflect on what you've done or talk about fun times you've had, even though, I don't know, maybe it wasn't that good, but just gather with other people. Make it fun for you.
That's wonderful. Yes, you should do that. And mga kamamo, for those students that are graduating virtually, make it fun. You have to be creative. How will you do it? You know, you'll never know. It's not gonna happen again. This is the only time that you're gonna graduate virtually. So make it counted and make it memorable. Am I right, Chloe?
Of course, yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, mga kamamo, you've seen a glimpse of the works of Chloe digitally. Well, I am privileged to see a lot of your digital works because your mom shares it on your social media, on her social media. Now, let me ask you, you have a very talented mom,
Yeah.
okay? So, in your inclination on the artsy, is it, are you influenced because you've seen your mom do this? Or is it really innate in you that you wanted to create something?
Well, I think it's kind of a combination of both. I got influenced to draw because when I was younger, I'd see my mom draw first of all, and she would buy me like a lot of art supplies when I was younger. So I had toys, but it was mostly like art supplies and stuff that I was using instead of like those. Um, but I never really got serious about it until like fourth grade. And I have this friend who was like super, super good at art, and I was really jealous about it. So I basically forced myself to get better and better, and it paid off.
Wonderful. And what is your inspiration for
I
your creation?
Yeah, for my art and stuff, it's mostly just a bunch of shows or like things that I'm watching that I like. I have like a small bunch of original characters right now, and they're based off of just like concepts or ideas I have on like certain, I don't know, just like ideas. And yeah, so it's mostly just that.
I see. I see. And okay, you are more on the digital arts, correct?
Yes, I am.
So what is the difference between the digital arts and drawing on the canvas like your mom?
There's a lot of stuff. We talk about it a lot. So, for example, my mom had to set out like this full canvas that was one color, and she had to do like 2 layers, and it took a really long time. And as a joke, I was like, haha, mom, look at this. And with one button, I like filled my entire canvas with one flat color, and she's kind of mad about it. But it's stuff like that. So with digital art, the process is kind of, I guess, shortened or made easier because with like traditional painting, you can't undo strokes that you've already done, and you can't like take like one portion of your drawing and just forcibly remove it. With digital art, these things become like a lot easier. So you can set up your sketch and you can like completely erase it once you're done with it, or like once you've painted over it and you don't need it anymore. And you have access to a bunch of different stuff, and it just makes the whole process like a lot easier, and it gives you a lot more creative freedom as well. I think that's my opinion, but yeah.
Okay, so your digital arts, you're keeping it in your file, right?
Yeah.
Do you have plans of printing them out and selling them?
I've talked about it a little. I don't know when, but I would love to at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Right? And then maybe in the future, would you like to go on canvas painting?
I could definitely give that a shot. I've had to like engage in traditional art for my art classes and stuff, so I'm kind of familiar with it. But yeah, in the future, I might.
Okay, at this stage, are you giving out gifts? Are you giving out your digital arts to your friends as a gift or something like that?
Yeah, sometimes I do, like for birthdays or just for like. Sometimes we're talking about something and we come up with like an inside joke, and like the next day I'll draw something and I'll send it into our group chat and it'll get like thrown around a little bit. But yeah, sometimes I do.
Okay, then maybe you can do one for my movie.
You know what? That's good. Yeah.
Okay. Your mom gave me a nice jacket. with her painting,
I
with
do
your
remember
mom's
that.
painting. You remember that?
I do, yeah. I remember her.
Yes, yes. It's in my collection, so it's there. It's seated there, and since it's my collection, it's gonna be worth a lot in the coming years. I'm pretty sure of that.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
So, okay, I said, what is your inspiration? So, when do you paint? When do you do your arts?
Okay, so mostly I usually have like my iPad near me a lot, so I can draw down stuff like during like my breaks in between classes or on the weekends. I'll usually do it like late at night while I'm listening to music or I'm watching something. So yeah, it's usually around like either pretty late or I'm drawing, yeah, during my or in between my classes. Yeah.
Okay, somebody is saying hello to you online.
Hi.
Hi, Jefta. Thank you for watching. Okay, and all right. So you have the tendency to make a comparison with your mom, with your kind of painting because it's kind of shortened the time that you finish it. In fact, you can finish it with it what, less than a day or in an hour.
Oh no, not that fast. I wish, but for like I guess more complex pieces, it usually takes around 6 to 8. I think the quickest one that I've done recently was like 2 hours. Yeah, but it's not
Okay.
like entirely shortened.
So it's really not like a canvas work, huh?
No.
Like your mom would take days to do that. And
I
do you have to be in a specific mood to do your digital works?
honestly depends. So for doodles and stuff, usually it's just like completely absent-minded. Like you can put a piece of paper in front of me and I'll just start doodling whatever comes to mind. But for like actual things that I plan on completely finishing, it does take like a certain mindset. If I'm drawing something in like a really specific mood, like if it's sad, I'll have to listen to sad music the entire time I'm drawing it, or else it just does not feel right. Or
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So you have 3 more years to graduate, to get into college. Do you have already an idea what course will you get into college and
yeah.
where? What school?
I have not. Well, I have kind of looked into schools and places. Me and my family have kind of an ongoing debate about where I should go for school, but yeah, I want to enter into like visual arts or something like that. I think just like illustration or something along those lines. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. I know that you're gonna hit it big and you're gonna be successful with that. So, okay, so how's the school atmosphere online? Like, do you still have the same classmates? Like you graduated last year from grade school, and now you're in high school. Do you still have the same classmates?
A couple of them. Not necessarily like the entire same class, but same classmates for sure. Yeah.
I see. I see. That's very nice. So what? Okay, you tell me. What do you guys talk a lot about online?
Um, do you mean like in class?
Yes. No, not in class because you're now online. You're
Yeah.
now online. Like you don't see each other every day, unlike before. Oh, hello to Everrose. Hi, cheer, Tita.
Yeah, my tita.
Chloe. Oh, hi, Everrose from Borongan. Hi, ang mga taga Borongan. Kumusta ka mo dya? Yan. So, okay, as I was saying, like online, what do you talk about? What do you talk about, like during your breaks or after your class?
Oh, well, it's mostly like I have this kind of group for one of my classes, And usually, like after it, we start talking about how either difficult a quiz we had or like we had to do was, or something about, I don't know, just whatever goes on. I have another group of friends from my old school as well in the Philippines, and we also just talk about, like, we either play games or we talk about how we are very stressed out by school and we have a lot of assignments that we have to finish, and it's mostly just that.
So do you have also a group that are into arts like you?
Um, Kind of, yeah. So do you know what Discord is?
Sorry?
Do you know what Discord is? Are you familiar with what that is?
I'm not
So-
familiar with that. What is that? What is that? Tell me about it.
Yeah, so Discord is essentially like this app, and it is basically made up of a bunch of servers, and you can go into like specific servers for specific things. And
Okay.
I've been active in an art server recently, and it's been fun. People are very nice.
Okay. All right. All right. So again, it's all virtual,
Yeah, completely.
right? It's all virtual. Okay. Is it safe to be with them? Is it
Yeah,
safe to be with them?
they are.
I-
I'm pretty sure they are.
It's very safe. Okay. I'm asking because I'm a grandmom, and during the time of my daughter, social media and internet that um, wasn't there yet. I mean, we only had this internet in the last 20 years. So I wasn't a bit worried with my daughter on social media and on internet access. But I have a grandson, and sometimes the online game that they have. Some people would. He spoke to me about it. So mga kamamo, I'm just telling you so that you should also be vigilant and be careful, and you always have to take a look at the sites that your kids are getting into, and for you to know who are the people that are talking to them. Because I'm a very nosy grandma, Mamu, and I asked my grandson Josiah if the people that he's talking with, because there were like two instances when he was asked to do this and to do that, and at a very young age he knew that it was not right. So I'm just a kind of concerned. So these are the things, mga kamamo, that you watch out for. So as a parent, you should be vigilant, and you shouldn't just allow your children to just go on and lock their doors, their themselves in their bedroom, and just allow them to do all this stuff. Every now and then, I suggest you check on them, you check on schooling. I do that. I do that. I go into the room of Guapo, and he gets upset because he would tell me, Mom, I'm in a class. I know you're in a class, but I want to see what you're doing in class. So do you allow your mom to do that, Chloe?
Yes, my mom has access to like my Instagram account. I'm pretty sure she has my account for like Twitter and stuff. She can look into that if she wants.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So why don't we ask your mom to join with us right now, so we can talk about. Come on. Okay, mga kamamo, I'd like you to give a warm welcome to a very beautiful mother, Eli. Yes, of course, without the mother, there's no beautiful Chloe. And so here we are with our beautiful artsy Eli. Ayan, like, yes, like mother, like daughter. Ayan, pakibati mo naman ang mga kamamo natin.
Hi guys. My mom, Nanay, kamusta? I see her online. So, and hello mga taga Borongan. Thank you for watching.
Ayan, hello mga taga Borongan. Maraming salamat, daghan salamat kaayo. Ayan. And okay, Chloe, we have before we end our show, like in the middle of the show, we have a sponsor every so often of our show, and tonight our sponsor is an organic all-purpose cleaner, and it's called Limpiamente. It's ano ba ang tawag nito? It's invented by another beautiful Cebuana, Miss Bing Martinez, and truly, it's very, very powerful cleaner. It's very good for mirrors, for glass, practically for everything, especially yung mga stubborn dirt. So, why am I saying this? Because tonight, we will also have a raffle draw. Which questions you will ask Chloe? And yes, and its relevance and your question will be based on what we have spoken about, what we discussed, what we are talking about in this show tonight. And okay, mga kamamo, please watch out because Chloe is gonna give the question to our paraffle, and the mechanics would be this. Number one, you have to share and share and share this episode right now, for you to qualify to join the raffle kasi makikita ni Direct Bench yan that you are sharing. Number two, as soon as Chloe will give the question, your reply, your answer should be with hashtag Dear Mamou, and then your answer to Chloe's question. So, okay? So, mga kamamo, in a bit, we will be asking the question. So, you have time to share. And, ayan, mga taga-Borongan, join. Ayan, it's already flash on the screen, Dear Mamou, tapos kasunod answer. There. Dear Mamou, hashtag Dear Mamou, and then question. So mga taga-Borongan, mag-join din kamo. And if you win tonight, we will send you the paraffle kay Eli. Si Eli. Kay Eli ko ay bibigay. Siya na bahala magbigay sa inyo. Tama ba? Okay ba yan, Eli?
Yes, for sure.
Alright. So, Eli, ako magtatanong sa iyo. If you notice mga kamamo, wala tayong letter sender. Simply because I want Chloe to feel comfy and relaxed dito sa guesting niya. Just chat lang. So, no hard and fast rule questions. Are you having fun so far, Chloe?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Okay, so my question now is for your mom. So, Eli, in the last 30 minutes that Chloe has been my guest, and it was just me and her, how does it feel to be a mom at that very instant?
Honestly, I am so proud of her. She's like, she's always been kind of mature. There is a side to her where, and she's very eloquent. It's easy for her to express herself. And as I was watching, listening to her, I'm like, man, when I was interviewed by Mamou, I was like thinking of what to say. With all my life experience and everything that I've been through, and she's just like answers your questions. I'm like, it's so cool. My daughter is so cool. So yeah, I'm so proud. And I think as a mom, of course, you want your kids to be the better version of yourself. And we talked about art, and I always said, when I was 14, I was nowhere as near as good as Chloe. Nowhere. I've always had this inclination about art, but I was never as good as her. Even when she started drawing, I remember she was sketching and it was so messy. It was so messy. And she was only maybe 5. And I told her, Chloe, when you sketch, you lightly line the paper. And she's like, no, like she didn't want any tips from me. You know, I'm an artist. She didn't want to listen to what I was to say. She knew exactly what she wanted. So I'm very proud of her. I mean, she she's always been clear of what she likes, and there's not a lot. Like she's kind of very. Chloe's been very easy child to raise, but the things that she really really likes, it's like she will fight for it. It's like it has to happen. And you can see it in her art because the moment she realized or she fell in love with art, that's it. That's she will find time to make art. She, if it means having lunch and still drawing on something, she will do that. She always finds time, and for her, I never heard her say like I have no time. Even if she's complaining that she has no time to do art, she's still doing art. And of course, she doesn't realize that. But yes, I am very proud of this young lady.
Wow, wonderful. I am very proud as well. And so, because you have a very talented, creative daughter, um, is it difficult to deal with her on a daily basis when it comes to like her swing moods? Oh, of course, you know, talented people, creative people, you have swing moods. Am I right, Chloe? Am I right? You have the swing moods, correct?
I don't know, Mom.
Yeah, see, she's giving it to me now. Um, I remember when Chloe turned 14. That's last year.
Yeah.
I wrote her a birthday card and I said, "You are 14. You officially earned the right to have a moment to be a bit bitchy to me." I said that. But I said, but do not take it for granted. I kind of said it in a fun way. She's always been very polite. Like, no, I don't think so far. No mood swing. She's not moody. She's always this very. She's a very nice mood all the time. Even when she's tired or she's like she doesn't want to study anymore. The only thing that I will need to do is like give her a hug and. I will even tell her like, okay, just skip school. And she's like, how can I skip school? I'm homeschooled. I'm like, skip school. She's like, what kind of mom are you asking me to skip school? Because I would just try to make her feel better. But no, no mood swings. I think maybe the challenge would be sometimes just finding that balance. I always tell her like, she's really into art, and then of course there's school, and there is a demand for her to study in school, and she's fairly good, but I always talk to her about like finding that balance, make sure that you have family time, art time, friends time, relaxing time, and all that stuff, because I think like you probably experienced that also growing up, Mamou. It's like you sometimes we catch ourselves not having the right balance, and then you just kind of get tired of everything. So at this age, I really want her to remember to like find a balance, that her day has to have little things that she needs to kind of put time in. So
What do you mean you aren't eloquent?
I'm eloquent now.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that kind. And that's the difference between having a daughter and a son. The boys are so much different from the girls. So different. So there's no nothing like balance for boys or for men. They just go unlimited on a lot of things that they want. So going back to our topic of online schooling, how is it to be a mother to a student of online schooling? Eli.
Yeah, I think the most challenging, I mean, it's hard to see her like wake up in the morning. Of course, initially we tried to stick to the routine. Actually, Chloe was really great. Like the first year of the lockdown, and it was the first day of school. She got up. She even wore the uniform. I think she just wanted to kind of start the school, even if it's online, like as normally as she would. But then, of course, I noticed that it would evolve from like waking 1 hour before the school to like half an hour before the school, and then rushing, and it's hard because they don't have the routine is kind of boring, and I I don't like the idea of like the kids not dressing up, but then after a year it's like, okay, fine, just change your shirt and yeah, wear your pajama because nobody will your shorts anyway. You know those things. I mean, but it's also it's hard because I could see that. I mean, these kids need physical connection. Even as simple as like asking for help from the teacher. Yes, you can email, but it's different when they can walk into the teacher and kind of ask them questions, or just little things like last year. Chloe had this. She really hit it off with two teachers last year, and she'd come home and talk about them and what they did, and that's something that she's missing right now. So I think it's really hard for all the kids. So I think what I did, and I felt like I shouldn't push Chloe to do more, to do well, to ace it. That's why sometimes I was like, just miss the school. Like, let's go. Let's just skip school. Let's do something else. Because at the end of the day, mental health is more important than I don't know, getting good grades. These kids.
Yeah.
They are really deprived of the social interaction. They are not allowed, like in the Philippines, they're not allowed to go out. That changed a little bit. Now they can dine outside, like, you know, if it's al fresco. But they're the ones who really need the social interaction more than we do, but they can't even have that. So yeah, it's tough I think for them, but it's also hard for parents to watch the kids go through that.
Exactly. So what can you advise to parents at this point in time?
Honestly, I think encourage where they find joy, and if they complain, just listen to them. I think there is no point in pressuring them to do better, do well, get high grades. For me, I think it's enough that they respect the idea of going to school. They get up, they actually face the camera, and they attend the class. I think that alone is a big effort for them. Also, just maybe find, like for me, I'm lucky Chloe has art to go to. So on her spare time, art is like a savior for her. So it takes her out from, you know, the boringness of the whole thing. So I think anything that your child loves, just let them be, even if it means they will spend more time in the computer. But what to do, right? It's little pockets of happiness that you can give them. Just let
Give
them.
it to them. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, before we continue, now is the time for Chloe to give the question. And I'd like to ask also Direct Bench if you can join us. So now, Chloe, ask your question. Just one question for one raffle win, one raffle draw tonight. So are you ready with your question, Chloe?
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, if you are either a parent or if you're a student and, I don't know, you see your child doing things in online school that, I don't know, makes them sad, what's one thing that you wish you could change about that? Or just online school in general?
Okay. Okay, is there a specific answer to your question, Chloe?
For me, probably
Yes.
just make it more interactive. It's super boring. I just have to sit and listen to people talk most of the time. So it'd be cool if I could, like, you know.
So your answer is interactive, right? Okay. So, mga kamamo, so, that's her question and she gave the answer. So, what is the answer to the question of Chloe, which is how do you make it fun for online because it's really very boring? Binigay ni Chloe yung sagot niya just a second ago because I asked her. So mga kamamo, yun ang sagot. So please share this episode and then hashtag Dear Mamovie and then lalala. Okay? No, actually one word lang. So Direct Bench, join ka na sa amin para magtanong ka na pati kay Chloe. Direct? Are you having fun, Chloe?
Yeah.
Oh, ayan. That's our ayan, mga kamamo, yan ang ating limpia mente. I assure you, nako, walang amoy. Hindi siya bumubula, but very powerful. Ayan. Mga kamamo, sagot na. Type na sa mga sagot ninyo. And you need to share this episode. Ayan. Direct Bench, are you gonna join us?
Rick Bench is busy.
Okay. Actually, Chloe, there were supposed to be 2 guests, pero nag-back out yung isa for a very simple reason na hindi siya allowed sa school nila to appear on any social media whatsoever. Lahat ng klase ng media, she's not allowed. So, I said,
The school.
it's okay. It's because of the school ruling. So, ayan. Sabi ko, after you graduate from that school, if you guess kita, you'll be my guest right away. Diba? I mean, another very talented young lady like you. Alam mo, Mamou spots talented young, raw talents. Yan, Mamou can spot that. And because we are viewed globally, so many other shows and madlang people will see you and maybe discover you. Ayan. Direct Bench, welcome.
Hi, good evening.
Bench.
Hi, Chloe and Miss Eli. Good evening. Congratulations.
Ayan.
I love your artwork, Chloe.
Thank you.
Mama, why not we invite them to be in our magazine? Why not
Yeah.
feature them? Because our theme is all about arts and photography.
Yes. Oh, ayan.
It's
Eli
a
and
mom
Chloe.
and daughter tandem.
Yes, yes,
One
yes.
day we will have our own exhibit.
Wow, where?
Yes,
So you're gonna have to learn how to do digital.
I'm claiming it. I'm claiming.
Yeah, I'm supposed to ask because we have like all women exhibit. One of our guests, she's inviting to join in her exhibit. It's they have like online and offline. Like if you want to join online, then you can send your pieces or via online. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Russian artist, and yeah,
Wonderful.
she's inviting all. It's all exclusively all women artists.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, so I will just
Yeah.
connect you with Daria Rosakova from Russia.
Wow.
Mhm. And yeah, and if you want, Mama, why not? We can have them because you know I love their artwork,
Yes,
especially the mom, the
of
talented mom.
course.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Eli, join us. Join
Mhm.
in those exhibits. And of course, si Chloe, mother and daughter
Chloe,
tandem. Yes. Of
oo.
course. Yeah. Yes. Join. Let's
I
ano.
would love that. Thank you, Direct. Thank you so much. Yeah, I will
Yan,
definitely.
sabi ni Miss Richie, she's
Hi,
watching right
Richie.
now. Mamo, baka hindi naintindihan yung ano, Tagalog kayo.
Okay.
Nanonood.
Okay, Tagalogin. Okay, ganito.
Oo.
Change na lang yung question. Okay, Chloe, because of your accent, many viewers didn't get your question. So why don't we have a very simple question?
Question.
Like for instance, how old are you? Or what's your full name? There.
Ay, grabe.
Give away. Give away question.
Giveaway
Go ahead,
talaga.
Chloe.
No?
Yes, go ahead, Chloe. Ask the question.
Just a simple
Right,
question.
how old am I?
Okay, there you go. Mga kamamo, how old is Chloe? There. Kanina, binanggit-banggit na yan at saka nasa intro yan kanina.
Mhm.
So, mga kamamo, Chloe
Uh-huh.
is first year high school. So, ayan. So,
Ay, yeah, Mama, kwento ko lang kasi I have already the limpiamente.
okay, sige, kwento.
And I'm using it kasi I'm a plantito. So, kanina parang I saw parang ang daming ants sa plants ko. So, I tried to spray and it works. You
Oh,
know?
wow.
Yeah, it works. And I think hindi siya makaka-affect sa plants because may mga enzymes siya na good for the topsoil.
Yes.
Yeah, so yung mga plantito and plantita. And also sa glass. So I tried to clean my window and it works also. Yeah,
Ayan.
limpiamente. Oo.
Oh,
And,
ayan.
yeah, you just need to put a little bit, spray a little bit, and it works.
That's true. Oo, ako sa banyo, and then sa toilet bowl, and then sa mirror. Maano ako
Sa mirror, yeah, sa mirror.
At saka iba yung dating ng mirror, direct, ang parang sparkling siya.
It's sparkling, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And mabango siya, Mamo. Super, yeah, I love the smell.
Oo, no, mabango. Totoo, powdery smell.
Powdery smell. Oo.
Actually kanina, yung crystal chandelier ko sa bar,
Mm-hmm.
inisprayan ko, tapos pinunasan ko. Ayun, kumukuti-kutitap na naman siya.
I love it. May katita. Hindi ko maintindihan niya.
Kumukuti-kutitap.
For sure, hindi maintindihan niya. Ni Chloe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sparkling, yeah. Sparkling.
Sparkling, shimmering, sparkling.
Shimmering. Kumukuti-kutita.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah, pero nag-uusap ba kayo ng Tagalog, Eli?
I started talking to her. She actually understands a lot of words now, especially this year because she's home. and
Mhm.
she hears me talk, and she hears me talk to my ate. So um, she picks it up. But I mean, this is the interesting part. The kids, like her friends, they're all Filipino, but none of them speak Filipino.
Some
They
of them
still
do.
speak English. So
Wow.
yeah, so it's like mga Inglesero mga bata ngayon.
Spoken dollars.
My diba? Mga Inglesero na
Oo.
sila. Oo, but
Mhm.
I think well Chloe she takes French
Mhm.
at school, and she's actually
Bonjour.
learning Japanese.
That's like super invalidating because I'm like,
She's
Wow.
learning Japanese. So she cannot read and write a little bit.
Right. Yes. So aside from art, she's into also like singing, dancing, or
Um,
sports.
yeah, she's Chloe.
all right, I'm not much of a dancer. I have 2 left feet. Can't dance just like save my life. But I like I kind of sing like I guess by myself sometimes. Like I can play ukulele, a little bit of piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She okay. Okay. I will sound biased because I am her mom.
Let's not go too overboard.
I think she's wonderful,
Mhm.
but she's kind of self-taught. I think kids these days, because of YouTube and all these things, they when they latch onto something, they really work on it. Like Chloe, when she was in grade 6, she just said, "I want ukulele for my birthday," and we thought it's one of those things where she want it and then not play it, but she played it and she's still playing now, and she can play any song on ukulele. The same with piano. She loves the song. She will learn to play it.
Mhm.
So she's kind of natural that way. She's a nice voice, but she's shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
I
very
think
shy. And,
yeah, you can prove it. Yeah.
Not
So
yeah,
after the movie, you won't be shy anymore.
yeah.
I know. I just joke. I was like, Chloe, you can sing, you play instrument, you have art, so you could be like into beauty pageant.
Wow.
You're
Yeah.
tall.
Yeah.
And,
I actually asked, and also she's like Julia Barreto. She's very beautiful. So
aw,
how about showbiz? How about
Show
showbiz?
acting,
Huh? I've
Acting?
never tried that in my life.
action. Uh,
You should try. Cut.
impromptu.
Impromptu lang, diba?
Cut.
Oh.
See?
Meron pang
That is
ganyan na
coming
direkto.
action.
Yeah. I think eventually, I don't know, like, I mean, of course, sa Philippines, di ba, we're big into pageants, and she definitely has the height. She has, um,
She has the face.
she has
The
the face.
face.
It's something that she if that's something that she wants to do or go acting. Definitely, I would love for her to get into that, but I will try my very hard not to force her.
Actually, there's a lot of chances of like pageants, modeling,
Yeah.
artista.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
she has a
Ayan,
lot.
so guys, sagot na kayo. If you want to win Limpiamente, it's very effective, lalo sa mga moms, mga plantitos and plantitas. You can use it. It's actually all-purpose cleaner sa bahay. Yeah.
I think somebody answered.
Yeah. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 participants. So sana marami pa, di ba?
Yeah.
O yung mga taga-Borongan dyan, you can join.
Borongan, oo.
Yes.
How do you pronounce
Sana-
that? Borongan, Borongan.
Sana kayo ang manalo.
Borongan, Borongan.
Yes.
Parang taga doon si Mr. Boya Bunda, di ba? Borongan.
Yes.
Borongan.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Borongan.
Ayun.
Borongan.
Borongan, oo. So, ayun, join na kayo.
But you pronounce it Borongan, correct?
Borongan, yes. And then the people from Borongan are called Boronganon.
Boronganon.
Borongan.
Hirap naman.
I know, right?
Baka pwedeng ano na lang, waray-waray na lang, mas maganda.
Waray-waray, oo.
Yeah,
Waray-waray.
Waray
So,
upay.
parang, nakapunta na si Chloe sa Samar, di ba? Nakapunta na
Sorry?
siya doon. Nakapunta na siya sa Samar.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Chloe has been in Borongan a few times. Yeah, she experienced one time walang tubig, so the tabo and the
Oo, the tabo. Oo.
yeah. So
What
At
else?
somehow, di ba, para ma-experience yung buhay probinsya.
What else did you experience, Chloe, in the province aside from not having water?
Water. Mhm.
Incredibly bumpy roads. That was one. But also like motorcycles. Yeah, without a helmet, which is incredibly unsafe. You shouldn't do that. But yeah, just kind of like little things like that, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's just like the environment is different. I think that's like the one thing.
My daughter, when I brought her to my hometown, we brought her to the many farms of my parents, and then we made her ride the balsa, ha? Ano ba yung ano sa Tagalog yung balsa? Yung
Kaya.
that bamboo? No,
Kaya?
that bamboo.
so naman yung kayak.
No, the bamboo. No, the bamboo that's
Kaya.
Yeah. Balsa. Di ko alam.
balsa. And we call it balsa because
Balsa rin.
it's a bamboo seat that's being pulled by a carabao. Yon. That's there.
Alam mo, gusto ko yan, Mamou. Gusto ko yung pero kayak, yung may gando.
Oo, di ba?
Yeah, I love it. Pero yung sa balsa, hindi ko pa na-try.
Ay, maganda. Masaya yun. Because we have a farm. So we have a
Let's go there. Pero di ba may mga doon, crocodile?
Ay, malayo tayo sa crocodile. Pero pwede rin tayo pumunta sa crocodile.
Oh my God. Sabi
Meron-
na, there's like 1,000 crocodiles in the river, di ba?
Oo, madami. Oo. Actually, yeah, I grew up there and I learned how to shoot, to shoot with a rifle, riding a canoe, yung walang katig na boat. So we call it a
Oh
canoe.
my God. Yung
With
ganun ba?
with the buhaya, with the crocodiles all over the place. So
That's the
yeah,
challenge.
my father would ask us to stand up and then shoot the wild ducks. And then once we gathered I think I was able to hit three or four ducks, but there were two ducks that were not killed, so they were just wounded. We brought it home. I nursed them, so they were my pets. They became my pets. So when they were killed, my father said, "Okay, it's time for us to eat them." So I was crying.
O,
I was
diba?
crying.
Oo.
Yeah, because they're like chicken. They're like
Chicken,
chicken.
oo.
Yeah, we ate them. It's so sad. I cried a lot. I did not eat it. I cried. I got mad at my father. I said, "No, it's my pet.
You don't eat family.
It's my pet, but it's wild duck."
So that's life in the province, di ba? Parang
Life in the
actually nakakamiss, di ba? No?
Yeah.
Sobrang nakakamiss. Okay.
Yeah, and it's very simple. Everything is fresh.
Mhm.
If you want fruit, you just pick fruit. If you want vegetable, you pick vegetable.
Yeah, and sometimes it's for free.
Oo, that's how I grew up. Like, my mom would ask me, parang, kumuha ka na dun ng talbos ng kamote. Then my sister and I would just walk.
Oo.
Hahanap lang kami, and sure enough, we will find
Ulam
talbos.
na, di ba?
Yeah. But
Here-
of course, now it's so different now.
So here, when you say, "I need talbos kamote," Yaya, go to the grocery.
Go to the supermarket. Di ba?
Dito sa BGC, medyo mahal pa yung talbos na.
Mahal pa, di ba? Oo. Go to market. Sosyal.
Go to market.
Go to SM Aura to buy talbos ng kamote. Oh my God.
It's kamote tops, Chloe. Yeah, it's we call it kamote tops, talbos
Kamote,
kamote.
oo.
Yeah. So Chloe will learn a lot from tonight, huh, Chloe?
Mhm. Pinagtulungan si Chloe, di ba? Hindi siya makarelate, di ba?
When we
It's pretty good. The only thing she doesn't
I don't know a lot of stuff.
the Filipino food, she's not into seafood, and it's funny because
Oh, really?
both my
Wow.
kids don't like seafood, and like I'm an island girl, so I don't know what I.
Why?
Yeah, they don't. You eat salmon, but
Some fish.
some fish, but no, like no prawns, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should try. It's healthy, like fish. How about vegetable?
Oh, I'm fine with vegetables. I can eat
Yeah.
those.
Makain siya ng
Very
vegetables.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, join kayo.
how many participants do we have? O
We
mga
have four.
taga-Borongan dyan, huwag kayong mahiya.
Join na kayo.
Share
Share
this and
Not this, isang galon, not this.
Yes. Isang galon.
Isang
Wait,
galon.
kunin ko lang. Kunin ko lang yung limpiamente.
Ayan, sige. Oo. Ayokong kumuha kasi mabigat eh. Isang galon yun. Ando dun sa Yaya's Maid. Ayan, si Direk na lang. Kasi mabigat. Alam mo si Mamou, hindi pa pwedeng mapagod ng gusto. I tried to exercise. So I Googled, I said, when can I start exercising? And so it said naman na I can start exercising. So may mga ganyan. Eh, nag-google pa lang ako, napagod na ako. I was just googling. I said, I'm already tired. Next time. Next time. I'll
Ayan, ang box. So this one, ang bigat, ha?
I
Wow.
know,
This
right?
one. So you're gonna win ng isang ganito. Isang
Yes.
galon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
how much is this, Mamou? 1,200, right?
Yes, a very inexpensive price for an organic all-purpose cleaner
Yeah.
because usually the organic yung mga the prices for organic cleaner is very expensive.
Expensive.
Triple the price of this one.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
I can assure you you can use it for more than a month.
Yeah.
More than a month because
Yes.
you only spray it. So it's very powerful. Organic powdery smell. Yeah.
Oo.
Ayan, si Karen, you join na the paraffle. Ayan.
Yes. Go, Karen.
Yeah, go Karen. At saka kanina si, what's her name again? Chloe, your tita, your auntie.
Karen.
Everose. Yeah, she already did.
Yeah, Eva Rose. Yan.
Everose. Yeah.
And then si Lola. Lola. Ayan na.
Yeah, my mom is there.
Okay.
Ayan, join na kayo. Why not? Oo.
Ayan.
Join na kayo.
Para manalo ng manalo. Oh, di ba?
So, the question again is, anong question ni Mamou?
How old? Ayan. How old
Yan.
is Chloe?
Ayan, how old is Chloe? Ang dali ng question. So, para tayong, parang bonus na yun eh.
Super bonus na. And
Super
si
bonus.
Chloe,
Oo.
and Chloe, do not forget my painting, your digital painting.
Ay, ayan, si Mr. Romy Kial.
Romy Kial.
Yeah.
That's my dad. Hi, Tay.
Hi, Tatay. How are
Wow.
you?
Ayan, join natin.
Paano ba sa waray-waray sabihin kumusta?
Kamusta na kamo, Dida?
Oh, kamusta na kamo, Dida? Dida sa Burongga. Kumusta na kamo, Dida sa Burongga?
Magkaiba ba kayo, Mamou, ng Magkaiba kayo ng dialect?
May konting difference lang.
May konting difference.
May konting difference.
Paano sa inyo? Paano magandang gabi?
Maayong gabi
Yeah, sa waray, maupay nga gabi.
Ala, oo. Kaunti lang naman. Oo.
Konti lang.
Oo.
Pero tongue twister din ang waray-waray eh. Waray-waray.
May ang pangalan, anak ni Pinkoy.
She's my friend from Borongan. Hello.
Ay, mga taga-Borongan.
Taga-Borongan. Based siya dito sa Manila pa, taga-Borongan siya.
Anak ni...
Oo. Anak ni Pinkoy, kulang yung yung sagot mo. Kailangan yan may hashtag Dear Mamou V, tapos yung sagot mo, and then you need to share the link para
Yes, oo.
mag-qualify ka. Mahigpit si Direct Bench.
Hashtag, tapos Dear Mamou V, and then yung answer. Yun. In order to qualify in our raffle.
Yan. Oo. Diba? Are you having fun, Chloe?
It's for raffle.
It's for raffle time. Ayan.
It's an online, what do you call this? Online tambiolo.
Yes. So how many participants do we have na, Direk?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. Yeah.
There. Okay, she's gonna fix it. Haha, excited na.
Diba?
Hi, GA!
Ayan.
Yeah.
Ito, Ben! My brother is being silly, 15 years
Si Ben.
My brother.
Tingnan natin kung hindi pa sila manalo, di ba? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pag hindi pa kayo manalo, ambot sa inyo.
Ambot sa inyo, Day.
Ambot gani ka.
Ambot sa imo, Day.
Ambot
Tama
sa inyo. Unsa man mo.
Ay, bakit may Bakit may 15, may 14?
Kaya nga, ang pagalang kapatid yan.
Hala, si Uncle, kay balo sa edad.
Ala, oo.
Uncle! Uncle? Oh. not uncle.
Uncle. Yeah.
Chloe, that's uncle. But when we say it in Waray or in Bisaya, it's uncle.
Uncle.
He thought it says uncool. Like, wow, uncool naman.
Wow, uncle naman. Oo. Like uncle.
Uncle, makulit na uncle.
Makulit na uncle. O, di ba? Masaya ang mga taga-Borongan.
Ayan, so we have 8 participants na. So let's go.
Okay, let's do it, Direk.
Sige.
Ang music natin, Direk.
Ang saya.
Tayo, di ba? We miss you, John Guarnes.
Ayan, di ba? So, shuffle muna natin.
Shuffle.
Shuffle natin. Walang dayaan. It's online. It's digital. What do you call this? Tambiolo. Digital tambiolo.
Ayan.
Ano mo ba ng music?
Ayan. Pag mga taga-Borongan ang nanalo, we will send it to Eli.
Yes.
Ayan. May rason na kung pumunta kay Eli. Magagalit na naman si Guapa sa akin.
Oo, we have to celebrate your birthday, Mamou V.
Oo nga eh. Magagalit na naman yan pag lumabas ako. And my excuse is magdi-deliver ng paraffle ko. Ayan. Diba? Ayan. So, are you having fun, Chloe? This is Dear Mamou V live show.
Yeah, I'm still having fun.
Yes, that's nice.
So it's her last week. Last week. Next week is the last week. Friday is the last day.
For school.
Yeah, for school.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's do the raffle.
Let's do the raffle.
Ayan.
That's cool.
Congratulations to
Congratulations to
Akala ko diskarte na naman, di ba? Tuki, congratulations.
Sino si Tutsi? Sino si Tutsi?
Tutsi. Asan ba si
Ate!
Tutsi?
It's my
Ayan,
ate.
Tutsi.
Congratulations, Tutsi!
Congratulations.
Ayan. Ayan na, Eli. Magkikita tayo niyan. Kasi
Ayan. So,
Mamou V!
Yeah!
Mamou V, eto si ate yung nanalo, yung ate ko.
oh my God. Nandiyan
ay,
na
ang
ako.
galing-galing.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ate Tutsi.
Congratulations.
Ayan. Kasi nag-join siya. Ang galing manalo.
Galing. Oo.
O ayan, pupuntahan kita dyan. I-deliver ni Mamou V personal sa'yo. Gagalit na naman si Guwapa sa akin yan. Kasi lalabas daw ako. Kaya wag ko na lang sabihin at saka walang photo op, no?
Tama.
Kasabay ganun eh, di ba?
So ayun, congratulations Ate Tutsi.
Congratulations. Oo.
Ayan. Nood kayo and join lagi ng Dear Mamou V. Ayan, congratulations. Ang saya-saya naman. So, I'd like to ask for your, what can you say, what can you advise our viewers, Chloe and Miss Eli, on your online schooling?
Mhm.
Alright. For online school, it sucks. It will suck. It's horrible. But what you need to do is find time for yourself. Just whether it's, I don't know, maybe you just take off like half an hour of studying to, I don't know, play a game or draw or call with your friends or just do something fun. My mom mentioned something about balance, and that's incredibly important. So keep in touch with your friends, if it's through Discord, through WhatsApp, through Viber, and just like find ways to enjoy it. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Ayan. How about si Mami Eli?
I think one thing that I can add on that is like it's hard for the kids because they are always online. They're sitting down, and of course like you get lazy. You get lazy if you don't move much. And one of the things that I did with Chloe sa PE niya, she would do yoga, or workout. So sometimes I would join her. I would just be like out of the picture, but then I would join her just to encourage her a little bit. Also, no matter how short, during lunch we just like either watch something on YouTube or Netflix. Like we'd watch cooking show, something that will take her mind out of school, and we will laugh about it. Even just for half an hour. Try to do something different than the normal. Nothing to do with school, no talk about assignments, and just to have fun. I think it's also less stressful for me when I see Chloe kind of relax and recharge.
Wonderful. Ayan. Thank you, Chloe and Mommy Eli. And how about you, Direct Bench? Before I close, Direct. No,
Direct is cleaning na. Oh, there it is.
naglilinis si Direct.
Natawa ako doon. Naglilinis na pala ako, nag-spray ako.
Sabi ka na nga.
Kinaret eh.
So ayan, congratulations, Chloe, for doing such a great job on your artworks and in your schooling. So to all the viewers, like especially to all the nag-online school, so just enjoy this moment kasi, di ba, sabi nga ni Mamo, baka hindi na maulit-uli. So actually, so just enjoy browsing the internet, using your laptop or your iPad or mobile phone, because in our years, wala kaming ganyan. So just enjoy it. Kasi before talagang you have to focus reading on your books. So right now, ayan, mag-enjoy tayo sa online na natin, sa mga gadgets. And I know na malalampasan natin to. And just keep on praying. And I, and also parang you have to focus na lang sa family. This is the right time to be with your family, especially to your parents. And yeah, so just enjoy, and God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Ayan. Maraming salamat, Direct Bench. Na-miss natin si co-host John Guarnes. And for me naman, I got this tip from a 10-year-old student na-guest natin before. You know what she said? Her name is Lauren Andy, the daughter of Glads Garcia. You know what she said? Which I want to reiterate sa mga estudyante natin. She said that movie, I chose, okay, the word and the secret is I chose to love studying. I chose to love to study because that is the secret that I will not get bored, and that is the secret that I will always be inspired to wake up every morning because I love to study. And because I love to study, I chose to love to study. I I look forward to knowing the things that I still don't know. So, ayan, yan ang tip ko sa mga estudyante natin at this point of online schooling. Choose to love to study. So that is a very, very powerful. It's just like working on a job that you enjoy so much. Because when you do that and when you love to study, you will never study any day of your life because you are enjoying it. Whether it's online or physical, love, choose to love to study. So, ayan ang tip naman ni Mamou V. So, always, before we end, I read a verse. Ano nga yung verse natin, Direct Bench?
Ayan, hinahanap ko.
Okay. In 2 Corinthians 9 verse 8, it says, "And God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that having all sufficiency in all things at all times, you may abound in every good work." So meaning, God is able to provide for all of us. Mga kamamo, alam kong ang hirap minsan minsan mahirap hello. So minsan mahirap sasabihin nyo, "Mamo ay walang trabaho, paano maging sufficient?" It says here, I'd like to encourage you. I'd like to exhort you in 2 Corinthians 9. Yan. In 2 Corinthians 9 verse 8, it says, "And God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that having all sufficiency in all things at all times, you may abound in every good work." In other words, God is able to provide more than enough. Okay, I'll tell you, now in my business, hindi ko masasabing I have more than enough because at this point in time, I have more bills to pay, more payroll to pay than what I have in my bank account. But I choose to have faith. And when the Lord says, "And God is able to make all grace abound to you," I believe in that. I believe in that. That even tonight, before I go to bed, I would pray again and again this verse. It will come to life to me, so that tomorrow I will have more than enough to pay the payroll of my staff and my workers, and I will have more than enough that I will be able to bless even those that will be needing my blessing. So I can be a blessing to many more because I will have more than enough because our God is able to provide sufficiently what we need and abundantly, sobra-sobra pa, that we can be a blessing to many, many people around us. So, mga kamamo, maraming maraming salamat. Direct Bench, maraming salamat. Chloe, I had so much fun. And Mommy Eli, thank you so much for allowing Chloe to be our guest tonight. Thank you so much, mga kamamo. Let this episode be a learning curve for all the students sa online. Let's have fun, enjoy, kasi I am pretty sure pag nag-open ulit ang classes, we will still go on continuing to have online schooling. So with that, mga kamamo, I thank you and God bless you all. Hanggang dito na lang si Mamou V. I love you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.